this very special Christmas with him, yeah. Apparently, Claressa spent Christmas alone in the Louis Vuitton store, racking up about $30,000 in bills this Christmas. Okay, Papoose was with his family.
What if the very thing you swore you were protecting was never loyalty in the first place? What if the love you held on to was really just a script you were expected to perform without ever being handed the full plot? That's the uncomfortable question at the heart of this whole situation, and it explains why so many people feel uneasy watching it play out in real time. This is way bigger than celebrity tea or trending timelines. It's about trust, pattern recognition, and what happens when somebody invests in a version of love that never technically existed. According to what Tasha K is putting out, this mess didn't grow out of random gossip or messy internet chatter. She says it didn't materialize overnight, and it wasn't fueled by clout-chasing rumors being tossed around for clicks. Instead, she claims it developed slowly, quietly, with no live stream theatrics, no screenshot parades, and no public call-outs, just low-key digging, private conversations, and matching details that didn't make sense on their own. She explains that the truth didn't crash in, it trickled. First came dates that didn't match. Then there were repeated behaviors that felt familiar but were hard to put into language. After that, there were voice notes, multiple women, and multiple inboxes, but the tone remained the same. The apologies and excuses were the same. The only difference was who the message was aimed at. While all of this quietly brewed, Claressa Shields kept projecting confidence online. She posted strength, she posted a belief, she posted love. To the outside world, she looked grounded, steady, solid. She looked unbothered. But according to Tasha K, behind the curtain, everything was already shaking. The foundation was splitting long before the public clocked anything. Tasha K claims people tried to warn Claressa more than once. These were not loud warnings designed to embarrass her. There were no exposed DMs or clout-bait accusations. Instead, she says these warnings came softly, private talks, gentle concern, questions meant to protect her, not humiliate her. But Claressa, according to the story, was fully committed. She trusted what she thought she had. She doubled down. She believed the relationship was solid. What she didn't realize yet was that the loyalty she was defending wasn't being damaged in one spot, it was being distributed, and that is where the entire situation flips. According to Tasha K, this wasn't a one-time mistake or one extra woman. It wasn't a single slip-up or a side fling tucked away. She claims Papoose was dealing with 5 different women at the same time, each with a specific role. This wasn't chaos, it was structured. One woman acted as emotional support, the one he vented to, the one who listened.
Sorry for Claressa when she was in there blowing a bag, $30,000, and then she had to take the bag to Papoose and acted as if Papoose gave her the bag.
To give me nothing from Louis for real. I don't know why you did that, but you didn't have to.
Christmas.
You didn't have to.
Another woman was the one who carried his fears and frustrations, someone who understood his stress without needing a translation. One was kept completely silent, invisible by design. No posts, no questions, no digital footprint. There was also an old flame that never truly extinguished, a familiar history that paused but never actually ended. Then came the newer situation, impulsive and unserious on paper, but still active in real life. And finally, there was the woman strategically kept within reach, close enough to be an option, but far enough to avoid definition. According to Tasha K, none of this was sloppy. It was intentional. She didn't describe him as a man fumbling multiple relationships. She described him as someone operating an organized system. Every woman had a role. None were meant to overlap. And Claressa, knowingly or unknowingly, was positioned inside something that was never intended to shield her. What made these accusations hard to dismiss wasn't viral evidence or shocking receipts. It was how cleanly the puzzle pieces aligned. Once timelines were compared, odd gaps appeared. Travel dates collided in ways that didn't make sense, and the excuses, girl, those excuses started sounding identical. Family plans, work deadlines, scheduling conflicts. The script stayed the same, the audience changed. Meanwhile, Claressa was publicly defending a storyline that didn't match the private one. According to Tasha K., Claressa had already picked up on certain patterns. Not everything, but enough to spark quiet suspicion. Instead of going headfirst into confrontation, she tried to rationalize it. She searched for meaning. She tried to reshape the situation into something less painful, anything that allowed her to believe she was the exception. She told herself her place.
Ryan to root for Claressa. I really am. I ain't gonna lie. I got a little bothered when her cousin did an interview. Now, I allowed the interview because I'm messy. I'm a messy bitch like that. You feel me? I can't help who I am. But I did feel just a little bit sorry for Claressa when her cousin Shalita came on my platform and literally, I said, what are people saying that you dragging her down?
She told herself her spot was secure. She believed she couldn't be replaced. She convinced herself the warnings other women lived by didn't apply to her. And that opened up the one question nobody wanted to say out loud. Was Claressa the main woman or just the most visible one? That question matters because visibility gets confused for value all the time. Being seen isn't the same as being chosen. Sometimes visibility is just useful optics. According to Tasha K., the moment everything really flipped didn't play out on the internet. There was no messy live, no screaming match, no viral spectacle. It went down quietly on Christmas, and that day wasn't random. According to the claims, Claressa believed Christmas would be spent together. Instead, she spent the day solo at Louis Vuitton, reportedly dropping close to $30,000. Later, that same bag appeared publicly as a gift from Papoose. Even though she had bought it herself, Tasha K claims Papoose wasn't absent. He wasn't stuck somewhere. He wasn't tied up. He was with Remy Ma and his daughter. That detail hit different. Hearing family first feels one way until you realize you were never considered part of that family. The holiday wasn't postponed. It wasn't rearranged. It was already accounted for. From that point on, the unraveling wasn't emotional. It was psychological. According to Tasha K., there weren't cameras catching tears, no dramatic blow-ups, no public meltdown. What happened instead was a silent collapse of trust, certainty, and identity, three things she had been defending out loud. On the outside, Claressa kept posting strong, nostalgic captions, motivational lines, and confidence. But behind the scenes, the energy had shifted. Emotional distance widened. Plans got blurry. Big decisions happened without her input. As Tasha K framed it, Claressa was still performing the role of a committed partner, while he was already planning his exit. When people started using the word collapse, Tasha K clarified one thing. This wasn't physical. It wasn't a dramatic fall. It was a realization collapse, and those hurt the worst because they don't show on the outside right away. Tasha K stressed she wasn't coming for Claressa's strength or value. She wasn't mocking her. She was exposing a pattern. Men distributing emotional access among multiple women while keeping a polished public image. According to her, Claressa wasn't weak. She was deceived. As the story spread, Papoose stayed quiet. No long statements, no detailed denials, just a few short words and a lot of silence. To Tasha K, that silence wasn't accidental. When receipts